I'm Chief Meteorologist Al Conklin in the First Alert Weather Center. Hopefully you're having a good Thursday morning. We're going to start off with a lot of clouds here this morning. Let's take a look at it here, the graphics that we've got for you. And you can see I'm going to take you up to Hickory. Now notice there's even some wet pavement up there. You've had a few spritzes and sprinkles in the foothills this morning. Yeah, there's a lot of low cloudiness out there. Now these clouds are going to be a little tough to break, but they will, I believe, as we go deeper through the day here today. Just about everybody is in the clouds this morning. There are even a few spots with some rain this morning in the foothills, but even there I think that will give way. There's a warm front that's lifting up into the region, and so today will be warm and humid. It already is in the Piedmont. We've got temperatures that are close to 70 in Charlotte here at daybreak, and then near record warmth is in the forecast for Friday and Saturday, upper 80s. I'm tracking our next cold front. That means rain coming back by late Sunday, and then much colder weather will be following that for next week. So that's what we're going to be covering here in the First Alert. All right, so for today, yeah, you can see a little bit of rain that's developed here across the foothills. Been that way most of the overnight hours and now into the morning hours, and it's lining up right along the escarpment there. So you're taking the air parcels, you're banking them up across the mountains and sort of wringing out that moisture. We've got a southeast flow. That's why we've got such warm, humid air, and you're taking that, it's hitting the mountains, and it just creates these clouds and again those showers, and that's what we're dealing with here early this morning. There's a warm front that's lifting northward and westward. Now that front has already cleared the Charlotte area, so we're near 70 this morning, and we're going to wind up in the 80s this afternoon. But even in the foothills, I think these clouds are going to break and allow for some sunshine. Now the rain we're dealing with is really sort of inconsequential compared to what's happening in other parts of the country. It has been a very rough go of it over the last couple of days in the Midwest and much of the Mid-South. That front now is stalled up across the Northeast all the way back into the lower Mississippi River Valley. In fact, as you take a look at the watches and warnings that we have, they literally extend from Texas all the way to Ohio. We have tornado watches, tornado warnings in effect, also flash flood watches and warnings. This is a big issue up across areas north and west of the Carolinas. But what's happening here is we've got high pressure that's settling in now, and that's going to be the big ridge that promotes near record warm temperatures here over the next couple of days. But it also prevents that front from moving southward and eastward, and so it's essentially stalled. It'll meander a little bit, and while we have record warm weather in the forecast, or at least record challenging weather, they're dealing with floods and severe weather, and it's going to continue right through Friday before that front eventually gets a kick towards the east. So for today, again, we're starting with low clouds this morning, but watch how as we roll on this futurecast, those clouds, they never quite totally go away. I'm not calling for sunny skies this afternoon, but I am calling for at least some sunshine breaking through those clouds, and so that will allow for temperatures to rise up even more than where we have been of late. Yesterday, Charlotte made it to 75. Today, we're making it into the lower 80s, and yesterday you barely made it to the low 60s in the foothills. Really, it was mostly in the 50s, but today I think you can make a run close to 80 degrees. Even in the mountains, you'll be near 70. Now, again, there's a 30% chance of rain. That's mainly going to be this morning, and then I think the mechanism for the rain will move on. And so we should be much warmer under mostly cloudy skies this afternoon. It'll be breezy at times. It'll be humid as well. The dew points have really surged. What's good about this is it's great for the firefighting operations, which are south and west of Charlotte. I think this really helps because you've got low clouds, you've got rain. They had big downpours last night. This is really helping to offset a lot of what has been happening out there. From here, our temperatures go up. The record tomorrow is 87. I think we're going to be very near that. The record on Saturday is 88. I think we'll be right near that as well. So close to record high temperatures. That's why the first alerts are out. Then Sunday, we're still warm, but we start to peel back Sunday because we will be looking at better opportunities for rain, especially later in the day. And so near record warm weather on Saturday. That's probably the better day of the weekend because Sunday does bring that opportunity for some rain. So here's the setup that we have for you. There's that area of low pressure over New York with rain. That front essentially stalls, and unfortunately for places like, well, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, into Tennessee, Kentucky, they're going to get into more rain and more severe weather as we go into Friday. You can see a low pressure riding along that front. That's going to bring additional big downpours and unfortunately severe weather. Eventually that front is going to lift and move through the Carolinas, and that probably will be early Monday as that front comes in. So Sunday night into Monday, here comes the rain for us. I've now extended the first alert that I issued for Sunday into Monday because it looks like this is going to be slowing down a little bit. This is the European model, but the American model is very close on this. And it shows rain getting in here during the afternoon hours on Sunday. Heavy at times, the rain may be. Sunday night, perhaps even some thunderstorms. And unfortunately, it looks like this is going to impact the morning commute as we go back to work and school on Monday morning. So I've extended the first alert because, yeah, we've got rain that's going to be lingering around. It doesn't look like it wants to clear out very quickly. Now, once this does clear out, watch out, because we're going to be looking at much colder conditions coming back into the Carolinas after having near record high temperatures. Now we're looking at very chilly conditions here with highs in the 50s to low 60s. This would be Tuesday and Wednesday, and lows at night going down into the 20s and 30s. 20s pretty much confined to the mountains, but 30s even in the Piedmont, including Charlotte. And this is why you don't plant any tender vegetation early in April. You wait until after tax day, the mid part of the month, because you can get frosts, you can even get freezes. I don't think Charlotte's going below freezing, but I do think there's potential for frost if the air is not dry as we go into Tuesday night and Wednesday night. So 70 and 46, the normal highs and lows. Sun up 7:07, sunsets at 7:47. But next week we will be below average at 62 for highs Tuesday and Wednesday. Lows Tuesday night into the 30s, Wednesday night into the 30s. So enjoy that warm weather if you like it. We do have a little bit of a short cool snap that'll be coming the middle part of next week. And again, that will all be preceded by rain late Sunday, Sunday night into at least early on Monday. All right, that's your first alert forecast. We'll keep you updated here at WBTV, and keep an eye to the sky and keep it on WBTV, WBTV.com. And don't forget, download our free WBTV weather app.